we were talking about how to make the varsity team, and we had a bunch of kids who were like, yeah, I want to be a freshman, sophomore next year. Like, I want to make the varsity team, and I was talking about like what exactly does that take? There's a couple kids who are like, I want to start varsity. It's like, coach, what do I need to do to start? Like, first of all, you can't ask me what you have to do to start because I haven't seen you play. I haven't seen the kids ahead of you play. I don't know your system. That's something that you have to be able to answer for yourself. But the thing that I will say is for you guys who are guards, which is probably the majority of you, number one, and this is something that I say, like, I feel like like a broken record saying this, but you have to be a great shooter. Like, shooting the basketball is the most important skill in basketball because once you're able to do that, that opens up the floor for everything else. So if you can shoot, the defense has to play you differently. All of a sudden, they have to realize, okay, that guy's on the floor, so we know he can shoot. We have to be closer to him and help. Opens up driving lanes. They had to close out on you harder. You can get by them because they're out of control closing out on you, so you can pump fake, get by them a lot easier. It all starts with you being able to shoot the basketball. You want to play at the varsity level and you're a guard, you got to shoot. You got to be able to shoot. Number two is you have to be able to match the physicality of that. And it's tough for younger guys because when you're 14, 15 years old, you're playing guys who are 17, 18 years old. They have some years on you. So we got to talk about the weight room. Like, how committed are you in the weight room? And obviously right now there's not really any weight rooms open, but doing your at-home strength stuff, how committed are you to that? Because that's a huge part of it. If you're not doing that, don't tell me that you want to play varsity as a freshman or sophomore. You're not getting stronger. Because to me, it's like, again, you can tell me what you want, but if I don't see it actually in action, I don't see you actually working towards it and being realistic, then you don't actually want it. It's a dream, right? It's a daydream. There was a quote I just heard actually about vision. It was really, really good. It was, I'm trying to remember. It was like vision. It was vision without action is a daydream. Or no. Action without vision. What was it? It was vision without action is a daydream. Yeah, vision without action is a daydream, but action without vision is a nightmare. Right? So if you don't, that kind of goes back to our first episode. But essentially all I'm saying is that if you have a vision, you want something, but you don't actually do the necessary actions to get it, it's a daydream. It's not real. And it never will be real if you can't actually commit to it. So that's why I'm saying, number two, physicality, guys. If you can't match the physicality, how's the coach going to play you? Right? How are you going to be able to handle the basketball? How are you going to be able to stay healthy if you get pushed around? So recognize that. The third thing I'll say is that you need to know just how to play. Like, and what I mean by that is you got to be able to play in a system. You got to be able to do all the necessary things that coaches want in good team basketball. You got to know when to make the extra pass. You got to know when to attack the basket, when to score, how to score. Like, what are the best situations you can put yourself in to score? What are your strengths? Like, know them. You can't be a guy who a coach has to teach you, okay, well, after you make this pass, you have to cut because you can't stand still because then the defense doesn't have to move. So that's something that you have to recognize. And if you aren't able to do that, you're going to have to go through the whole process of learning it. So a lot of you guys can play and you know how to play. You guys have maybe been around good basketball, as young guys, but the main two things, shooting, physicality, you got to be able to handle both of those things as a guard. And as a big, really, it's the same exact. It really is the same thing as a big, except maybe you do less ball handling. But it's no different. Be able to shoot, be able to handle physicality. That's how you're going to get to where you want to get to.